Coming up on Discover Oklahoma, we head out west and get all wet. Plus, we take on Tulsa's legendary snow cones and sampling some of the best food in the state.
Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from a loft hotel in Oklahoma City's Deep Deuce District.
If there is one word that describes this hotel, it is cool.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that a lot of Oklahomans are trying to do this time of the year, and that's find a great place to cool off.
Our Tina McGarry takes us to her hometown of Woodward to find the very best place to do just that.
I like to swim and go on the big slides.
Sliding and splashing at Crystal Beach Water Park in Woodward. It's the place 8-year-old Lydia Eslick wants to spend the hot days of summer.
I like to go on the big slides because there's water running down with me and it splashes up on me. The bucket. Why? Because it splashes water.
It's the perfect place to play or even relax. No matter your age, there is something here for everyone.
We've got a lot of different features both for kids, older kids, and adults. We've got a lap pool for the older adults, 2 whitewater slides for the kids that are about 42 inches and taller. And then we've got a lot of areas for the smaller kids. The play structure behind me is great for adolescents, 6, 7, 8 years old. And then for the little kids that are even still in diapers, we've got a kiddie pool that a lot of moms like to relax in, and they can feel safe that the kids aren't going to have any trouble with the deep water.
Crystal Beach Water Park has made a splash since opening 5 years ago. It's a great place for affordable family fun. Admission starts at just $4 for ages 2 to 12 and $5 ages 13 and up.
It's just a nice, clean place to come and bring your kids and have a good time with family fun.
That's something that the city of Woodward did a great job on. They designed the facility to where we can have a lifeguard at every area, and there's not a lot of deep water, so families can feel safe. Moms and dads can come in, it's all fenced in. We've got a full concession here at reasonable prices, and so we really feel like this is a place where families can come and spend a whole day and not make it a once-a-month trip, but come 2 or 3 times a week.
Whether you want to dive in, twist and turn down the slides, or just soak up the sun, this is the perfect spot. At Crystal Beach Water Park in Woodward, I'm Tina McGarry, Discovering Oklahoma.
You can find out all about Woodward and dozens of trips to plan to northwestern Oklahoma. Just head to travelok.com and click on Request Free Brochures to get a copy of this one.
Well, now we've shown you where to get all wet, totally soaked. We're going to take you to one of the hottest spots in Tulsa, Josh's Snow Shack. Julie Chin takes us there.
This is our 10th summer right now.
Josh Juarez first opened Josh's Snow Shack to pay for college. Little did he know how sweet his snow cone success would be.
When I started it, I remember saying, I gotta get through college, I gotta put my wife through college, and then I'm gonna get a real job where I have to wear a suit and be a business person. And now I'm still waiting for that real job because this is working out for me.
6 snow shacks and 1 snow truck later, Josh's syrupy shaved ice served in a styrofoam cup has become a Tulsa summer staple.
It's like snow, so it's not, hard and crunchy. It's a good texture.
Boston Heath is a Josh's Snow Shack superfan.
I've been going here for almost since they opened.
He started stopping for a snow cone every day on his walk home from school.
I actually had a goal to try everything on the menu. I typed out the whole menu on my iPod and had a little rating system and checked off when I had all of them.
That's a lot of snow cones. You see, Josh's features 44 individual flavors and more than 40 mixes on its menu board. Picking a favorite isn't easy.
I really like Golden Hurricane.
The Summer Lovin' and Hawaiian Knockout.
I love the Peachy King. It's peach and pina colada.
And if you're having trouble making up your mind what flavor to get, you can always come up with your own original, or you can opt for the most popular flavor here. It's Josh's Mix. Now, it's a secret recipe. I can't tell you what's in it, but I can tell you, it's delicious.
Josh's is like your modern day going out for a Sunday. You know, we'll go after recitals, school concerts, birthdays. We can bring a whole van full for like under 10 bucks, and it's great.
Crystal Wheeler's family loves Josh's shaved ice, and the cool atmosphere too.
They've got the music playing and places to sit and hang out. And you know, a lot of times the parking lots are full of kids, and if you ever wonder where the teenagers are on Friday night, they're usually at Josh's out back in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh, this place is crazy packed. You can come, I could get here at 8 o'clock and within 10 minutes there's 100 people in the line. It takes no time at all. I swear, I always say that it's this effect where you look, you turn around and all of a sudden there's a huge line. It goes from 0 to 100, but it's awesome. I love the craziness of it.
I think that more than just snow cones, we try to offer positive summer memories for people and summer experiences for people. And I think that is what kind of separates us.
Josh's is open April through October. The hours differ slightly at each location, but most operate from around noon to 10 daily. Josh couldn't be more thankful for the warm reception his icy business has had.
I think a lot of success, I would say the majority of it is because of the people that we have with us. And so we're grateful for that, and we're grateful for the people who come out and support every year, the people who camp out every year to open. I mean, we're blown away, and we're more than blessed, so.
In Tulsa, Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
There are so many things to see and do in Tulsa. If you want to grab a snow cone and check a few things out, we've got a great place for you to make your list. Our website, travelok.com. Just type Tulsa into the search box.
Of course, a snow cone makes a great snack.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when it comes to the main meal, there are so many great spots around our state to hit.
In fact, one is not too far from my hometown in McAllister. Up next, some of the best Italian food you'll ever eat and the sweet backstory behind Rosanna's Italian food.
Plus, another summertime favorite pulling up at an all-American drive-in. We're headed southwest to Wayne's in Lawton.
Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
The wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat, it sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma every night, my honey lemonade. Sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, yo, we're only saying you're doing fine. Oklahoma, Oklahoma. O K-L-A H-O-M. Oklahoma. Okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
I'm getting close to China.
Trip to a theme park for a family of 4, around $4,000. Trip to a southern beach, around $2,300. Camping with your family any place you want to go this weekend, not even 10% of the cost of those other trips. Floyd's RV in Norman is a business born 45 years ago out of our family's passion for camping. Let us show you how inexpensive family fun can be. Here's an example. Right now, get a new Passport 2250 RV for just $189 a month. Floyd's RV in Norman, making family fun affordable.
This summer.
This is our secret weapon. I know what it's capable of.
Who's gonna drive it? I am.
It's getting away.
We'll see about that.
Never underestimate a man in a Ford truck.
Get a new F-150 with up to $8,500 total savings or 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,750 only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer, the best in Oklahoma.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. Right now we're coming to you from the WXYZ restaurant inside a Loft Hotel in Oklahoma City.
This is one of the city's great new hot spots just east of downtown in the area they call Deep Deuce.
Now we're going to go to another hot spot close to my hometown in southeastern Oklahoma. Krebs, in fact, Rosanna's Italian food, and I have to tell you, you already know this, it is well worth the drive. Great Italian food truly is an experience, not only with food, but with friends and family. And at Rosanna's, family and tradition go hand in hand. There are approximately 11 family members who work here.
It's basically everything to us. I mean, when Mom and Dad started the business, it was basically just to keep food on the table for the kids. It seemed like the most logical thing to do. And now we still take so much pride in it, and it's based on, you know, still making Mom and Dad proud, even though they're gone, and just want this to go on for as long as possible.
Even the customers feel right at home.
One thing they appreciate is when they come in, they said we make them feel like family, and I like that too because it makes me feel more comfortable. Knowing your customers and being able to be familiar with them and just be yourself is awesome. People love the food because they say it's like nothing else they've ever had. Our food it's homemade. It's from a certain area from Italy, outside Salerno. The recipes have been handed down from generation to generations.
And those recipes create amazingly delicious lasagna, one of the restaurant's most popular dishes. The gnocchi, raviolis, spaghetti, and meatballs are flavorful, rich, very filling, and authentic.
I love the ambience, love the people. You always get to see friends when you're here. Food's great.
You bet you for lunch you can't beat it anywhere in town. It is the best place to eat in town.
Mostly family works in the kitchen, and they've got everything down to a science. For example, Vincent comes in around 4:30 in the morning to start the ravioli and gnocchi. Peter arrives at 1:30 in the morning and starts the sauce. Michael comes in later, and they both start working on the meatballs. Claire makes lasagna and cheesecake, and oh, the cheesecake! Oh my goodness.
Claire's cheesecakes. I will tell you, Dino, there are people that come here just because of a cheesecake Claire has made. They see it on Facebook, and they come in, and they're like, we're gonna eat, but do you still have whatever cheesecake she made that day? You know, I want to make sure they have it. Her cheesecakes are definitely a draw, just to get people in here. It's amazing.
And amazing is what you'll get at Rosanna's. Italian food comforts and nourishes body and soul, and that can be done by using fresh ingredients prepared with love, and is best enjoyed surrounded by family and friends. That's Rosanna's.
It's just a home. What Dad always told us was that it was home cooking. I mean, if you were in Italy, this was what home cooking was. And so that's how I've always thought of it. I mean, I've grown up with this food, and it's what we had. But most of our customers are people we know and care about, and they care about us, and it's win-win for sure, because we get to enjoy their company and they get to enjoy our food.
If you love road trips with pit stops for great food, well, you need a copy of this, the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. Inside is a list of good restaurants all over our great state. Log on to travelok.com and click on where it says request free brochures, and we'll send you a copy right to your mailbox, and it's free.
You know, I think a Loft Hotel is one of those great places to see and be seen.
Absolutely. Now, in the good old days, as they say,
which
that
we remember
place,
very well.
We remember very well. That place was actually the drive-in.
Hey, that's exactly where we're headed next. Find out why you'll be dying to make the drive to Lawton coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues.
This summer,
ready to save the world?
The biggest event just got bigger.
You listening?
0% financing for 72 months on most Ford models.
Seems easy enough.
Only during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
I'll drive.
Don't miss it. Now go get them. Just announced. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on select Ford vehicles during the Ford Summer Spectacular sales event.
Whether it's a fire, a tornado, or a theft, your sense of security and your possessions can disappear in seconds. That's why you have to protect yourself, even if you're renting your home. Not only can a renter's insurance policy replace what you've lost, but it can also help with those immediate living expenses and even the deposit on your next rental. The rates are very affordable. Spending just a few dollars a month could save you thousands. So make the call today. you can't afford being uninsured.
Every night, sit alone and talk and watch a hawk
Making lazy circles
in the sky.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we
belong to his hand.
So when we say, yeah,
we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Come see for yourself.
You'd do anything to take care of that spot on your lawn. So why not take care of that spot on your skin? If you're a man over 50, you're in the group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the cancer that kills one person every hour. Check your skin for suspicious or changing spots and ask someone you trust to check areas you can't see. Early detection can put you in a better spot. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out what to look for. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. You know, when it's hot out like this, there's nothing that tastes any better than a great big freezy cold limeade from the drive-in.
And when the national media names the drive-in near you as one of the top 10 in the country, well, it's a pretty big deal.
It is a big deal, and that's exactly what happened to Wayne's in Lawton. So you know what? We headed down there to find out why. It's lunchtime at Wayne's Drive-In on Sheridan in Lawton, and as usual, it's busy. If you grew up here, you know about Wayne's. After all, it's been here since 1951.
In 1950, my dad, whose name's Wayne, and a friend actually opened up a restaurant in Arvin, California. And it was a little trailer, and they ran that for about a year, and then they moved back to Oklahoma and opened up in 1951 a little trailer down close to downtown here in Lawton. At one time, he had 3 locations in Lawton.
Chuck Absher's the second generation at Wayne's, and the third generation is at the other location on Cash Road. Chuck not only owns the place, he works here too, because if you aren't working here at lunchtime, you're just in the way. What looks like chaos is really an efficient system that takes in orders and gets food out the door quickly to the hungry masses, many of whom have been coming here for years, and most of them with a favorite menu item.
I get the cheeseburger with mayonnaise.
That in Wayne speak would be the Sissy Burger.
Well, the Sissy Burger is kind of unique. They initiated that back, in the 50s because for somebody wasn't man enough to eat mustard on their hamburger. So they had it's made with mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes.
Burgers might be the mainstay at Wayne's Drive-In, but there are lots of other things on the menu, and if you ate here back in the 50s, you're going to recognize your old favorites.
We have added a few things like cheese sticks or some drink items like sweet tea, things like that, but overall it's pretty much the same.
There's something that's not on the menu that Wayne serves up all the time, and everybody knows about it. It's romance.
What do you like about the place?
The nostalgia. Wayne's been here for many years. I remember it when I was a little boy, coming here with my parents and aunts and cousins.
Did you ever drive your car around here trying to pick up girls?
Not since high school.
My best friend met his wife here, and I've heard numerous other stories like that. One of the girls that's working here today met her husband here, so I've got several friends who met their wives here.
Oh yes, Wayne's Drive-In in Lawton, where marriages and burgers are made. And apparently, if you come here once, you'll be back, no matter how far you roam.
We get people all the time who come back from Dallas or Houston or wherever, and they'll say, the first stop's Wayne's. So.
That's got to feel good.
It feels good. It feels good.
Wayne has 2 locations in Lawton, and you can find out all about those and see other things to do in Lawton on our website, travelok.com.
Well, as summer starts to wind down just a bit, there is something that heats up in Oklahoma.
Do we even have to say it? We're talking about football, and I know there are a lot of people out there who cannot wait for that first kickoff.
Up next, a trip to Norman and the pit stop you should make if you're into Sooner legends when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Trip to a theme park for a family of 4, around $4,000. Trip to a southern beach, around $2,300. Camping with your family any place you want to go this weekend, not even 10% of the cost of those other trips. Floyd's RV in Norman is a business born 45 years ago out of our family's passion for camping. Let us show you how inexpensive family fun can be. Here's an example. Right now, get a new Passport 2250 RV for just $189 a month. Floyd's RV in Norman, making family fun affordable.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk
and watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong
to the land,
and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
hey, Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
You forgot the honey lamb.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from a Loft Hotel in downtown Oklahoma City. Check this out. It's the WXYZ Lounge at the Rooftop. You can come here Friday and Saturday nights, weather permitting, and enjoy the beverage of your choice. What a great place, Dino.
I like it a lot up here.
This hotel has so many great places to hang out, and this may be the perfect place to watch football, which is just around the corner.
And you know what that means? That means that 2 places in our state are going to turn into huge tourist boom towns several Saturdays this fall.
And one of them is Norman, and if you're headed that way and you love the Sooners, Jeff Roberts takes us to a place you have got to stop by.
All right, all OU homers, it's a restaurant, it's a bar, it's a hotel, it's a museum. What is it? It's Sooner Legends. Let's find out exactly what it is.
We have some of the best steaks in all of Norman. They're absolutely fantastic. We also have ribs that are smoked on a 20-foot open hickory wood pit.
Oh man, speaking of those ribs, Jamie assures me they still serve all the barbecue classics that they've always been famous for.
And we've added the Mexican food. So now you can get fresh homemade Mexican food with our barbecue meats. So things like beef brisket enchiladas, pulled pork tacos, something a little bit different. You're having real high quality meat with enchiladas that are rolled to order, with taco shells that are fried to order, sauces made from scratch in-house.
Of course, one of the things you cannot overlook, the red velvet cake. Get a load of this.
Well, we are known for our crimson and cream red velvet cake.
Now, don't you wish you were here to share? So obviously this place is definitely a restaurant, but you know, I've heard the bar has a few trick plays of its own.
It's packed in here and the dance floor is going and it's loud and everyone's having fun. You can go walk through a set of doors and be in a completely different environment.
So after all the partying, you gotta have a place to stay. And man, is this the place.
I consider it almost a big bed and breakfast. 136 rooms. We have 120 rooms, 16 suites, and every room is obviously named after a former OU coach, player, team, or sport. I have over 3,000 plus, it's probably a lot more than that, pieces of memorabilia up here in the hotel.
No way. Did he say over 3,000 pieces of memorabilia?
It's a museum. It's a tribute to the University of Oklahoma. It's a tribute to the great players of the past.
Oh, this is sweet. Every room you're gonna love, especially if you're an OU homer like me. Jamal Brown's suite is where we are. They got the memorabilia, they got the big screen TV, and yes, for us guys, ladies, you'll like it too, a man cave, leather couch, awesome. So after the big game or your big day here in Norman, when you get to Sooner Legends custom-made beds, you're gonna be sleeping on cloud 9 is what they say. You know, I gotta give it a try for you. Make sure it's, you know, okay for you to come check out. I'm thinking cloud 11, actually. Now we're inside the J.C. Watts room, same memorabilia, same customized beds, impeccable. And for the younger viewers in the audience, if you wonder about that college education, you can go from this to this. Man, JC, that is some serious hair. So the next time you're in Norman, you gotta check in at Sooner Legends. Did I get the Bradford suite? Yes.
In Norman, I'm Jeff Roberts.
Of course, Sooner Legends fills up fast, so if you're looking for another hotel in Norman or anywhere in the Sooner State, check out our website, travelok.com, for ideas on all different types of lodging.
A big thanks to our hosts for this week, a loft hotel in Oklahoma City's Deep Deuce.
And it's close to the office. I like that.
That is a good thing.
I may be here a lot.
Lots of reasons to come.
That's right. Coming up next week on Discover Oklahoma, we are hitting Route 66, heading west from Oklahoma City.
You won't want to miss our adventure with our partners, Floyd's RV. That's next Saturday night, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.
In Oklahoma, they say the wind comes sweeping down the plains, and we've got wind today. But beautiful weather, sunny weather, warm, very nice. I've been coming to this festival, for about 10 years now.
We have anywhere probably from 500 up to 1,000 people usually show up. We have people come from Eureka Springs.
People from Kansas City, St. Louis.
We've got people from Texas, Arkansas.
Kind of all around the region, and they have such nice fields and always good wind here. Much better than I have in Arkansas.
It's always Mother's Day weekend every year.
We're at 43rd and 118th Street.
It's Saturday and Sunday. We run from 10 to 5.
Which is about a block east of 43rd and Garnett.
I've been flying kites, bigger kites, for around 20 years.
About 2005, I used to carry a kite with me on my fishing boat.
I've got a whole truckload of kites.
I don't count anymore.
30 or 40, maybe more?
I have lots, over 100 different type kites.
There's stunt kites,
single line kites,
dual line that you control,
quad line kites, and then the shape kind of dictates the different categories people compete in.
This kite is called the HQ Silent Dart 60.
This actual kite is called a Sundog.
The tail is 2 100-foot Premier rainbow sections.
This kite takes a little bit of practice.
The trick to this kite is that it pulls like a freight train.
Well, it's one of the most efficient ways to experience power and speed is with kites.
It is a very good workout.
And it's so environmentally clean too. All we're using is wind.
Go fly a kite. Come on out, check it out.